Obviously, coming into the back of a tight loss in the end here at Kingsholm against Saracens, what were your thoughts looking back on that game?
It's been two tough games for the boys in terms of results. Performances have probably been better than the scorelines suggest. Exeter and Saracens both in positions to win the game, didn't quite get over the line. But I think that the boys' resilience and determination against Saracens to come back from 17-0, put themselves in a position to be winning 21-17 and then concede two late tries. And again, it's something that the boys will learn from, as they do every playing opportunity they get with Gloucester.
Yeah, I guess plenty of positives coming out of the game, but obviously two losses. I guess there's plenty to take on, plenty of negatives and positives to take from those games.
There always are, and it's the nature of the beast in terms of an academy player's journey with us, and pathway is never a linear one, and there's plenty of learning opportunities. We talked about starting fast. Sarah's essentially did that. What we wanted to do to Sarah's did to us. But again, going back to what the boys drew from that their determination to get themselves back in the fight, score 3 tries, 2 of them penalty tries through continued pressure. It's just we couldn't continue and maintain that pressure at the end, which again, the learning for the boys within it. There's a few intricacies. A few things let us down that we wouldn't normally happen to a Gloucester side. When you talk about physicality, we fell off too many tackles in the back line, which and again ultimately boys will learn from that, and it doesn't get any better than going up against Bath at Kingsholm. Bath are top of the South table, undefeated, so the boys are relishing that opportunity Saturday.
Yeah, I guess the Academy League, like the Premiership, there's no easy games. So how excited are you to bounce straight back into this game? And obviously, as you say, West Country derby as well.
Oh, the boys have been buzzing. You can imagine young Gloucester lads wearing a Gloucester shirt on Kingsholm in front of their family and friends. That I'm sure they'll be bouncing off the walls to go up against Bath on Saturday, and added extra value of Bath being at the top. They spoke themselves and highlighted it. It's an opportunity to knock them off the top of the tree.
Yeah, no, you touched on it briefly there, but what are the boys concentrating on this week, technically, going into that fixture?
Oh, there was a few things. We're always principles and fundamentals first. I think our principles let us down Saturday against Saracens, and a few of the things, we kick loosely, but you look at the spine of the team in terms of, again, those learning opportunities. Ruben Cummings at hooker, John O'Bolding in the second row, take 40 at 10. It's exciting for next year, and hopefully beyond that, especially when you look at those 3 key positions. They're going to learn a massive amount from that game against Saracens, as they did against Exeter. And I'm sure that they'll drive the team again this week amongst the more senior players to speak of in terms of Sol, Ollie and Kyle on the back row. And there's quality amongst the team. It's just about going out there and trying to be more of a collective this weekend.
And obviously playing at Kingsholm again, what does that mean to the group of lads? And obviously you've got the added bonus of playing finals day here the week after as well.
I think John O'Bolding highlighted it well last week when he said it was a privilege, and watching him speak and a few of the other lads that have been exposed to doing bits of media this year, which has been fantastic again for their development and exposure of what could be next for them. That privilege of playing at Kingsholm, it's not lost on the boys. Andrew Stanley, another Gloucester legend, spoke to the boys last night over in the Lions' Den. The walls are adorned with history of the club, and he spoke of it last night. Playing at Kingsholm is a massive responsibility. You represent the city as well as your family and friends, and again, when you playing at Kingsholm in a Gloucester shirt against Bath, it doesn't get any better. So the boys are relishing that opportunity.
Yeah, and on another note as well, is obviously several boys have been called up to their international sides this week. Obviously brilliant for their development, and obviously shows the pathway here at Gloucester as well.
Yeah, we're incredibly proud of our pathway. It's like I said, it's not always a linear journey. We'd love to win every game. There's certain elements beyond our control that dictates that sometimes. But the quality of the group is fantastic, and it's a close-knit group this year. We're really proud of them, and it's allowed some individuals to really push on for the international representation. And in terms of England camps, it's great to see Ollie Allport, Jono, a year young, and Sol being called up to the February camp, and the boys in the Welsh camp as well. We're hugely proud of all of them.
Yeah, and finally, obviously, boys playing at Kingsholm this weekend, obviously no senior fixture, free entry. What would you say to Gloucester fans to sort of come on down and watch the future of Gloucester rugby?
First, it's free. I would recommend come in. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff. You can watch the Six Nations afterwards. There's a couple of local pubs that are pretty decent as well. You can get a drink afterwards. But it's a great opportunity to see boys in a Gloucester shirt, what it means to them from a young age. It's not just about playing in front of 16,000. For these boys, getting the opportunity to play in front of their family and friends, you know, their endeavour, their work rate, their physicality, their enjoyment and love of the game, it would be on show. And for anybody that wants to do something this Saturday, it doesn't get any better than any Gloucester against Bar fixture at King's Own.